Good morning, welcome to a video. Today, I'm actually starting a lot later than I wanted to. I wanted to start at like 10 and it's now like 1. But nonetheless, that's pretty rockin'. I am going to... So I've been working on the Sammy a lot. You're welcome. And I have been not doing anything else to other vehicles. Sophie?
What?
Hi. So, I've not been doing anything else on the vehicle, so today I need to get back to the Supra. All the body panels that I put on, the bumper and the fenders and yada yada yada, all that nonsense, Paco. It's pretty sweet. Like, I mean, they're sweet, but I have some fitment issues, which I'm gonna address today. So, like, if you look here, see how tight that line is? That's, like, crystal freaking clear. And then over here, there's like some mean gappage right here. And then, here, let me close the hood and I'll show you. It's like, look, you see this gap right here? It's like, that was real strange, but codes just interrupted me. They drove by and then they stopped and looked at me, which I don't like. So, anyways, back to what I was saying. There's like, and I know the hood's it's not shut all the way, but just pretend it is. It's the gap this way doesn't change. It does change this way, but this way it doesn't. You know what I mean. But see, it's like my pinky can kind of shove in there if I really wanted to. And then, but like up here, I think that's good fitment. It's like, I don't know, a little less than a 1/4 inch. But then you come over here, and there's really good fitment all the way up until like right here. From like the light to like here. And then it starts fattening up towards the top. And the top is about a 1/4 inch, and that side's a little less than a 1/4 inch. So, you know, I just gotta adjust some things. And then here's another thing. If you look at the front right here, you see how the bumper flares out right there? Like right there, how it kind of flares out. And then this side, and also how this is just pretty much flat, and it's good this way. Well, this side, whoa, what's that? Oh, it's a piece of paint. Okay, so this side, it kind of, if you look, is squished in, and I can tell you why. It's because on the old fender, whoa, almost fell over. On the stock fenders, I was able to mount it right here, but now it's just free hanging, so is the fender right here. But there's a tab in the fender that I can drill through, so I'm just going to drill that tab out, and then I'll pull this out and attach it, and I'm at somewhere I'm going to need to pull it in, because look at that fitment. That's garbage and a half. And then, so I'm going to get a measurement here on both sides, and a measurement from here on both sides, and just make sure they're the same. I know the bumper is centered. It is centered. But I just need to push this side in a tiny bit. I don't need to mess with that side. That side's fine. But this side's the problem side. And then the body fitment line's there. And then I'm going to wash this thing later on tonight. And the 240's already back here to get washed. Man, I love this. I don't know if you like it, but I recently figured out how to make my camera have fast zoom, so it's like... And it couldn't do that before. So, if you hate it, I'm sorry, but I like it. I think it's pretty sweet. Yeah. Alrighty, so I was working on the fender, but that's difficult, so I decided I really need another person, and I'll show you why. Let me... Oh, man. Because I can push it in a little. I filed out all the holes, and I can push it in, as you can see, but I can't push in and tighten them at the same time, because I have to like push in from under here. So I'll push it in, get it to line up, but then trying to screw it in and crank it down, it's just real difficult by myself. So, and I tried it a couple times, and I've gotten this fitment line better, and it looks good up here, but it's still not the best in the middle here. So I'm gonna hold on that. I have a couple friends that hopefully can come over. I texted them. I said, "Yo, what's cracking?" But anyways, I got this gigantic cluster out, and since it's out, I figured I'm gonna go through and, because I haven't done this yet, but clean out these vents. You can see that's just a whole bunch of disgusting nonsense is what that is. So I'm gonna go through and get the pressure, or the air compressor with the little air nozzle and just spray it all out. And also, since this is off, my odometer doesn't work. And, which is kind of scary, because this thing might have more than 179,331 miles. So I'm going to pull off the white casing and maybe like squirt some WD-40 in there and see if that changes anything. Maybe it's just stuck or jammed or it's dusty or whatever. But, yeah, I've had this frickin' dash apart so many times. It's almost like, I don't know. But I can't wait to get a new dash, because every time I look at just the garbage dash that this is, and then like this thing, all of these holes are broken out. I can screw it in there, I screw it in there, and that's it, just those two. All the other ones broken, just because it's so brittle. Like, well, I'm not going to purposely break more off of it to show you, but just know it's brittle. Alrighty then, so I got the vents out. Those are dirty as crap. I got this, and it's super stupid clean inside of there, which is what I like to see. This has some dust build up in the corner there, so I'm guessing there was some kind of leakage. The glass, oh not the glass, the plastic, plexi, whatever it is, Lexan, doesn't look too bad, no scratches or anything. Whoa, hey, you probably shouldn't take that off. Alright, sick. So yeah, I'm gonna pull the tack off, or not the tack, the speedo off. And, yeah, I'm going to pull this off and see if I can figure out why the odometer is not working. And it should be easy. I think it's just these two screws, because it's just, you know, just chilling. So I'm going to take that off and take a look at it. But yeah, this wasn't too hard to take apart. It's actually super stupid easy. My Camaro, I took the dash out and I got it to this level, and I was going to like go through and clean it, and I was going to repaint the backing, which I'm eventually going to do to this car as well, and I want different gauge. I think you can get white ones, and I think that'd be sick. And different gauge lights and all that stuff. So eventually I'm going to do that, but not anytime soon. So this will come apart again, but ooh, what's all that nonsense for? Where'd that go? Oh, that was for all the dummy lights. But yeah, anyways, so this is pretty sweet. I'm going to figure out why it's not working, dust it off a little, and then put it all back together, and hopefully it works. So, I got this off, and there's a problem. Obviously, I know why it doesn't work now, but I just want to let you know, getting these off, I'm sure it's different with every vehicle, but I would assume it's the same for some of them. So you see this little tiny, you zoom in a tiny bit, little chingus right there, little freaking Eiffel Tower sticking up. Obviously that goes through there, that's where the needle attaches. And I didn't know how to, I've never done this, I didn't know how to get a needle off. So, I mean, your vehicle might be different, but I would say give it a good old friendly tug and see what happens, because that's what I did. Me and my dad were talking, he was like, yeah, you probably shouldn't just tug on it, might break it. And I tugged on it, but it didn't break, it was supposed to do that. Anyways, here's the problem. So you can see, let me see if I can get some light in there. Well, look, you can kind of see. So see right here where it's broken, and then there's a piece of something down in there. And also, another problem is this spring has like no tension going on. So, this isn't spinning, and this causes this to spin. So if this isn't spinning, then this one isn't spinning either. So, it broke at 179,331 miles. I do not know. You know, I don't understand how to fix such a thing except to get all new stuff. So, F that. I'm just kidding. I would like to fix it eventually. But, yeah, so that sucks. My car probably has close to 200,000 miles on it, which blows, but, you know, whatever. It's just water under a bridge. Just a broken Supra dash floating in the water under a bridge. Anyways, I'm gonna get the air and I'm gonna blast out those plastic particles, because, oh man, holy crap, all of this, look at that. Get that high zoomage going. Ooh, look at that. It's all just Krispy Kreme. Krispy Kreme broken. Jeez, that sucks. Alrighty, so me and Noisy right over here. We just got back from a little test drive, and it all freaking works. I mean, obviously you can't see now, but I did kind of clean it up a little, so it's all nice and shiny and pretty and beautiful and all that. But yeah, made the glass look good. The only thing is I put WD-40 on there just in case, but you know, now it kind of soaked through, which looks disgusting. But anyways, I need to button up the rest of this crap, and then, so yeah, I messed with this fitment line a little, and like I said before, it looks really good right here. You know, actually this fitment line looks pretty good. It's a little far away right here. But other than that, I mean, it's not bad. I didn't mess with the bumper or the fender. I'll do that another day because it's really difficult. It's really difficult to push this, like I said earlier, and screw it at the same time. So I'm not gonna do that. Hey, quiet on set. I said quiet on set. Hello, it's the next day, and I'm back to work on the Supra. So yesterday, I don't exactly know what I was filming. I kind of kept getting interrupted. So I know I got the speedo working, and I kind of got the fitment better on the driver's side fender. As of now, I obviously still need to do the final tweaks to the driver's side fender, which I might just leave alone because I kind of need help to do that. I can't really push the fender in and tighten it at the same time and get it perfect. So I need to do that. And then right now, I hope you can hear me fine. I have the AC blasting. I'm actually recharging the AC, so I don't know if you can see it. There's a Freon bottle right there. There's a Freon bottle of, you know, AC stuff. It's making my AC colder, which is pretty freaking kicking because, you know, it's the end of July, and this thing has had like lukewarm AC, or yeah, not even cold at all. It's been like lukewarm. So it says 65 degrees right there. That's what the coldest it goes down to. But there's no 65 degrees. It's like 78.5 degrees. So it's pretty spicy, the AC. It's kind of just like a fan. It's not really cold at all. So I'm recharging the AC, which is sick. This thing's been running now for, I don't know, 10 minutes or something like that. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna wait for this to finish because I don't want to be doing stuff with fiberglass when I need, or when this thing's gonna be running, because I don't want fiberglass dust getting stuck in the intake, and that might be just me being like overprotective. But you know, whatever. I'll just wait. I'm gonna wait till this is done with the AC crap, and then I'm gonna work on the passenger side fender. So stay tuned for that. I do plan to get all the fenders done today, but at the same time I'm kind of planning on not finishing because I'm trying to be as like particular as I can be to get the best fitment with the 3 body panels, the 3 fiberglass parts. And it's kind of hard because, you know, different qualities, different brands, different thicknesses of fiberglass. And you know, I mean, if you've done fiberglass work, you know how it goes. Getting it to fit and looks factory and look beautiful on there in the dark, aren't I? Yeah, there we go. So I'm doing that, and I hope you enjoy what is going to happen today. So, like I said, stay tuned. So, it's been a little bit of time since I last updated you. Who'd that be? Hi, Pop.
Hi, Chris. How's it going?
Good, you?
Good.
So if you look at this side, you can see I got it, so I can get the zoom right. There we go. So it's pretty much straight from the top of the fender down through the bumper, and like that's like right in line with the wheel, so it looks good. And then I took some measurements of the fitment from here, I'm still zoomed, from this point, and this point, or no, this point, the highest point, were all exactly a quarter, except it looks like in this region, so I took a measurement here, and a measurement at this thing, but it looks like in this distance, it looks a little farther out, and I think it might be because that chip is playing tricks on my eyes. But for the most part, I got that, and I pulled this out a little. I just drilled a hole in the tab back there, like I told you the other day, and put a zip tie and all that nonsense. But I So I have that. Fitment is okay. This way fitment is great. I want to tighten it up a little bit, but I need help doing that, so I'm not going to do that today. And then this side, let me show you, it flares way more, so you can see top of fender to the bottom of the bumper, it's not like this side. See, this side's pretty much straight. There's a tiny bit, but this side you can see is way more flare, so I need to pull the bottom in about an inch, and then that fitment will be good. I have taken a bunch of measurements, and I've come to the conclusion that this, like how this is not perfect, but good enough, and this, which is far from good, see that? There's like a whole finger gap there, versus the other side where there's not a finger gap. As of now, the measurement from the end of this to the end of this, and right here to here, is the exact same on both sides. So that tells me that the bumper, the mold might have been a tiny bit too short, because that other side overhangs an 1/8 inch. This side underhangs 5/8 of an inch. So even if I aligned it perfectly, it would still be 4/8, so a 1/2 inch. It would still be a 1/2 inch if I aligned that side 100%. So this bumper is a 1/2 inch shorter on this side than that side. Anyways, whatever. I'm not too worried because I can fix that with Bondo, and I can also fix this issue with Bondo. So like I said, I want to pull it in tighter, but as of now it's good enough. I'm working on this side right now. This side, it's 1/4 inch. What is it? No, not quarter. 1/8, quarter, 1/8, 3/16. I don't know. I wrote it down. Let me see. But anyways, you know, whatever. It doesn't even matter. So this side right here progressively gets wider. The gap from the fender to the hood, it progressively gets wider towards the back of the vehicle. So, and it's by like a 1/16. So this measurement is a 1/16 greater than that measurement, and this measurement's a 1/16 greater than that measurement. So, I want to try and pull it in a little bit, but then I would like to get both sides an 1/8 inch away from hood to fender gap. I would like it an 1/8 inch the whole time, which would be ideal, or the whole way on both sides. Anyways, yeah, another thing I want to do, not today, but eventually, I want to build a bracket that attaches to this open area, or maybe, well, yeah, probably this open area, and attaches somewhere in there to one of those holes. To this one, since it's ideal, I would make it this exact length, just to keep it from, you know, just too much movement, so I can hard mount the bumper, because this isn't a drift car, so the bumper shouldn't ever need to come off. I want to hard mount the bumper on both sides, and then same with the fender. I want to put a bolt or something underneath the trim so I can push this out, because like the body line's not 100% flush this way. Like, see, my finger's hitting the door because it overhangs. It's like a 1/16 or something. But if I were to push this out, like, so you can see that tiny bit of movement right there. In camera it looks off, but now it's absolutely perfect. So I just want to put a bracket in there somehow. I'll probably tack weld something to the chassis that basically comes out with an L, and then has like a self tapper in there, just to keep it with a real small head, just to keep it from you know, moving as the vehicle runs. And then this side, if I could pull in this like an inch, if I could pull it in like an inch, then it would be just like the other side, perfectly flat. So I need to build that bracket, and then same over here. This one is like the same as the other one, so I need to build 4 brackets and pull in this fender this way, and this fender, the whole thing needs to come in. So if I can do that, my body panel fitment will be absolutely perfect. But I mean, it's gonna suck, because eventually when I take it all off to get the car painted, I'm gonna have to redo all that. But I'm writing down all my measurements, so I will have the measurements for the future. Isn't that right, Paco? But yeah, so I'm gonna get back to getting on that. Alrighty, so I'm done working on the fitment issue kind of for now, because let me explain. So I showed you all the measurements before and how it was and what I want to do and all that nonsense, blah blah. The last clip, you know what I'm talking about. But okay, so if you stand back here and you look at that fitment gap, from this distance I'm maybe 4.5 feet from the bumper, and you can't really tell. So you zoom in and it's decent. It gets a little thick at the top, but the bottom is pretty good. Now, this side, you look at it, I think that you can see in camera that it is, whoa, 1 second. So yeah, in camera you can see the gap is slightly bigger, and you zoom in, you see it. But, so this one is a 1/4 inch all the way across, which I can't fix till I have help. Only because I can't push it in and screw it at the same time. I think I mentioned that. This side is, I haven't done new measurements, but it was an 1/8, I think 3/16, and then a 1/4. Yeah, 1/8, 3/16, 1/4. And now it's still an 1/8 here, but I don't know what these measurements are, but I did pull it in a good little bit. So it looks way better. So from, you know, if you're looking at the whole car, from, let's say, where the whole car is in frame, you know, you can't tell. Hey, so, I was editing and I realized I never made an ending for this video. So, I'm making that ending today, which is a very long time after I filmed it. I mean, you know how it goes. You know, classic me. I am sitting in the Supra, you might be able to tell. As of now, this is like 3 weeks from the time when every other clip was filmed, so a lot of other stuff has changed. You'll see that in the upcoming videos. I would like to try to get them out faster, but I mean, you know how it goes. But yeah, I didn't make an ending, so here it is. Thank you so much for watching. I do greatly appreciate it. If you do like the video, or if you like any part about it, you should go ahead and hit that like button. And even if you don't like it, you should probably still hit that like button, because that'd be cool. And if you would like to see more, which, I mean, come on, you know you do, go ahead and subscribe. So, I'll see you guys next time. Have a good one.